When I first heard the word hippie, it had already passed its peak, but there were still some aging individuals walking around shaggy and wearing jeans. But these were rather provincial late imitators, and the movement itself had already disappeared. Although, it should be said, hippie fashion flares up regularly in our time, but it is a fashion for attributes, not for ideology, because such ideology could only become popular at a certain time in a certain place, namely in the 60s of the last century. After the Second World War, the rise of industry in Europe and the United States began, which quite quickly led to an increase in living standards. Life became very comfortable. All kinds of technical innovations became widespread. Hippies became the spawn of a prosperous society that was fed up with this prosperity. The mood of the hippies coincided with what the writer Jack Kerouac expressed in his book On the Road, with what the Beatles and other fashionable bands of those years were singing. The movement originated in the United States, but quickly spread throughout the Western world. Their ideology hit the nerve of the time: pacifist, loyal to the expression of natural feelings, to sincerity, tolerant of any manifestation of human nature, not accepting the established values of bourgeois society with its cult of business success, wealth, law. Hippies did not want to be controlled by social institutions. They wanted to be free. This was, in fact, a withdrawal from society, a demonstration of unwillingness to participate in the cycle of life set by it. The hippies were protesting against the bourgeois fed-up everyday life, but this protest was of a calm, peaceful nature. It was passive resistance. The famous slogan "Make Love, Not War" perfectly reflects the essence of the movement. It was not without reason that the hippies called themselves the children of colors. This subculture was completely harmless in the sense of absence of any aggression, but it played a great role in shaping the worldview of a whole generation. The echoes of this worldview can still be heard today, though sometimes acquiring bizarre forms. The tone of the hippies' pacifist beliefs was set by the Vietnam War, to which young men in the United States and some other countries were sent. Few people wanted to go to war to fight for unknown interests. Young people did not need this war. Anti-militarist sentiments were growing among young people, and they were expressed by the hippies in their fullest form. Their main value was freedom, which they understood in the style of "live as I want, I do not interfere with you, do not interfere with me." It was believed that true freedom was achieved through one's own inner liberation. The hippies usually achieved their inner liberation through drug inducement, and this, of course, is the main negative aspect of the generally sympathetic movement. After leaving society, hippies liked to live in communities with a relaxed spirit. As their youth passed, the former hippies returned, in most cases, to normal life, becoming ordinary businessmen, employees, and so on. This video has come to an end, but don't be in a hurry to leave the channel, because I have a lot of interesting videos on my channel that you haven't seen yet. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new episodes of the podcast.